For today's cup of coffee, we have a what the fuck file.
And this one is it a what the fuck
totally,
file?
Completely.
And I should have, you know what I should have brought out? The Vladana doll.
I know, I had asked you one other time, and you said that it was downstairs in the basement.
I have no idea where it is in the basement.
Well, anyhow, and I told you those things back then was a mockery, didn't I?
I love them.
People are mockeries of themselves. Daily Star, Kirsty card, February the 3rd of 2023.
I love those dolls. I got to customize them.
An OnlyFans model who was kicked off a plane for her 38J boobs has declared she's going back natural after one of her huge implants popped.
No shit.
And
going back natural. Bitch, you can't.
And Mary Magdalene is well known.
Weren't you the one over like a few weeks though? Like a few weeks ago? Weren't you like that girl that was like, oh, I'm planning on going bigger? Weren't you that girl? Weren't you that girl? What happened to that? Not that part, looks like.
She's well known for her heavily modified looks after spending $100,000 on plastic surgery that included a Brazilian butt lift, boob jobs, lip injections, veneers, nose jobs, notice that's plural on these, and even an eyebrow transplant. Now, how the hell do you do an eyebrow transplant?
And that lip job that she got?
Oh, God.
She can't get that reversed.
It says
at least not easily.
The busty star, who also claims to have the world's fattest hoo-hoo, took on the procedures over the last few years to achieve her desired look of a blow-up doll. Now the 25-year-old from Toronto, Canada, has had enough of her massive implants after one of them exploded. And we'll show you the first picture here. And it's like, my God, that looks like somebody has just stuffed some weird beach ball or something up her shirt.
Yeah.
That's...
And it reminds me of that other this porn star named Sophie Anderson. And she had a similar thing where one of her boobs burst.
That's crazy.
Seriously, and they had to take hers out.
In her latest post, shared
she's very similar to this one right here, except she did not go nearly as far as that.
In her latest post shared with her 162,000 followers on Instagram, she showed her followers that one of the implants had popped, leaving her with one larger than the other. She then explained in a video, who posted under the name, whatever, you can go and look this up in the article, and wrote, "Hey you guys, this is my boob now. So yeah, basically my breast implant popped again." So that means this shit's happened before.
If it happened before, maybe that should have been your sign not to get it again, huh?
And so she continues, "I'm having surgery to take them out next week."
Maybe you should have a surgery to get like a brain cell. Maybe I should have some surgery to get, some self-courage to actually read somebody without stuttering for once,
She says, "I'm going to go back natural in not only my boobs, but other parts of my body too." And so here is picture number 2 for you. Because one picture of deformity is not enough for this lady. And she's also dubbed herself as the Uniboob Queen while taking selfies donning a burgundy crop top, that was the first one, and thong. and declared that she was embracing it. Well, hell, she can't get her arms. I mean, that's all she can do is embrace it.
Is that a crown that you want to wear?
The post has since gained over 12,000 likes as fans rush to the comments to wish her well and tell her that her body is telling her to stop. One user commented,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can lead an idiot to culture, but you can't make it think.
And another one said, please remove. You'll be in a lot less pain.
You can lead a horticulture, but you can't make her think.
A horticulture?
Yeah.
And so this is your third picture. Oh, I guess this is the one with the thong. Oh my God.
She got one wonk ass, one wonk boob. She wonked the fuck.
I don't know why.
Wonky Willy Wonka.
Why would anybody do that to themselves? I mean, honestly. So, all that as far as the hips and everything like that, apparently she's going to remove all that also, which probably is a wise decision.
She should change her name to Willow Wonky.
And a third...
You gotta admit, that was good.
Yes. A third commenter had said, your body literally talking to you to stop. And then a fourth commenter had said, I say take them out, leave your body alone. And the news comes after Mary was told she was being removed from a flight due to a refusal to listen to cabin crew, but she thinks it was discrimination against her extreme look. And we'll show you the before the boob exploded here. My God, this is why this is a what the fuck file. She paid to look like that.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. She could have gotten an education of some kind. She could have done something with her life other than this. Now, I get it that she's 20-some years old, 25 years old.
Did anybody give her the number to Botched?
Did anybody give her the number to a good therapist?
That's included with Botched, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay. And it says that she paid $5,000 to fly to Dallas in the United States, of course, here, but claims that the cabin crew wouldn't let her fly. Mary said that she made it through security but was booted off the plane for wearing headphones and not listening to instructions. But the plastic surgery addict believes that the expulsion was actually down to her appearance. And we have had this bullshit on how many times?
Maybe it was because of what she was doing
She wasn't.
on the plane.
She refused to take her headphones or earbuds or whatever the hell those are out of her ears so that she could listen to the instructions. The reason that they do that is so that somebody can't come back if there is an accident or something and say, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, if you didn't listen, but apparently this individual has a long history of not listening to others. I can't imagine anybody encouraging her to deform herself like this.
Where's her support group?
Where's her parents? I mean, honestly. Let's just call it like it is. And as far as one person, because they don't want to follow the rules and then they want to scream foul that everybody else, that's called narcissism.
Where's her friends?
It's like, honey, it ain't all about you.
Does she not have friends that tell her, hey, you need to, like, really watch it, girl?
Well, I mean, it's really sad in a lot of ways because she's not the only one. She's not the only one.
No.
And that's where we were discussing on a couple or two ago how desperate these people are for attention. Even if it's negative attention.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
her skin, she's going to have plastic surgery of some kind to fix her skin.
Oh, her skin is never going to go back to the way it was.
Skin can only stretch so far. You know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, as she gets older, people don't think about that stuff.
No, they don't care. It's like that motto, live fast, die young. You
Well-
know, some of them literally take that.
Well, James Dean, you know, he did die to that motto.
Mm.
You know, he and his little sports car. But like I said, this is something that is a curiosity to me. It is a what the fuck. Every time I see somebody who has done something similar to their body, I'm like, why?
I think plastic surgery in general is a fascinating thing to people.
I think any
It's-
surgeon that would do some of that shit needs to lose their license. But a lot of times they go to these other countries also to have
Yeah.
some of the surgeries.
They do, because a lot of them over here know the risks, and they do, and they do reject them.
Well, yeah.
And the doctors overseas, a lot of the time, they are kind of risky and stuff like that.
Well, that's like that one's ass exploded there a few days back, didn't it?
Yeah.
That it had the, whatever, the butt implants.
Yeah, the butt implants, and it popped, and oh,
And
God.
it had shown we saw where this one woman had gone to this other country
Uh-huh.
to have one of the butt implants and had gotten back on the plane. They
And
had
it
to roll
flipped.
her through in a stretcher because she couldn't sit down.
Well, no shit.
Imagine that.
You can't fly with a BBL, dude.
Well, and that was what she did. She got on an airplane. That was what, you know, when they were saying about the airplane at first, I thought, okay, the altitude had caused, you know, one of the boobs to burst, because there for a while that could happen.
Yeah, it can, yeah, because of the technology at the time with the implants, and technology with that has not really evolved all that much, but it has evolved, and it is better than it was and safer than it was, but there are certainly still risks to it.
I just wonder if it made the same sound as if you poked a hole in a balloon.
No.
Did it not?
No.
Is this air? Is this silicone? Is it water? What the hell is in those things?
Mixture of silicone, saline, probably saline more than likely.
Okay.
With that size, it's more than likely saline.
Then where the hell did it go? Where did it go in her body?
If it popped, then it literally leaked out of her body, like a literal hole in her skin, like formed, and it popped like literally. If
Like
you
a
think,
balloon.
if you
A
think,
water balloon.
yeah.
God help.
Now, it won't make a sound, but if you think like a water balloon, in a way, it does do that.
I wonder where she was when that happened. She wasn't on the plane. Like I said, the plane, other than her sitting there going, oh, they discriminated against it. Bitch, you were ridiculous. Sit down. And that's exactly what some of these people, it's like, it ain't all about you. You're ignorant. Sit down.
But not all implants do that. It just depends on the implant. But it's usually the bigger ones that are the most dangerous.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Of course it is.
And you said that her lips would never go back to normal,
Oh no,
right?
they are not going to go back to normal.
You remember those wax lips
I mean,
at
they
Halloween?
can go smaller, but as far as closing properly, mm-mm.
You know those wax lips at Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll go smaller. Yeah, she can get that dissolved.
Oh,
but as
God.
far as closing properly, no.
If this individual makes it to 50, Of course, I won't be around to know what the hell happened.
If
to
she has
her.
cheek implants, she can get those taken out.
But-
cheek filler, she can get it dissolved, whatever, or wait for it to.
And do these people ever have
Whatever.
regret, remorse? Do they ever get to that understanding? I fucked up.
So yeah,
Do they?
some of them do, and some of them honestly do like the surgeries that they have.
You know, that was just like that kid that had the...
Some of them literally never regret a single surgery that they get.
It was one of those kids that had had a lot of body modification that he wanted to look like one of the K-pop idols.
Are you talking about that Ollie London dude?
I don't know. I had read recently...
That dude's mentally ill.
Well, I don't know that it was that one. It was another one that he had gone through all these surgeries, and he had gone through other surgeries, and then he sort of grew up, and he was trying to reverse a lot of this stuff.
Oh, that's not Ollie London. No.
And so some of the stories like that are not being told.
No.
But anyhow,
I mean, when people hear about plastic surgeries, they either hear, this sort of thing, or they hear the very sadistic, side of it.
we mean the sadistic side of it.
Like, when I mean sadistic, like it sadistically tries to influence people as far as beauty standards or whatever.
Well, like I said, I think a lot of that is just
like
mockery.
through certain celebrities or influencers or such like that. Like, for example, Kylie Jenner, the Kardashians, who have had a lot of plastic surgeries, but they say that they don't get surgeries or whatever.
Well, it just... This is where people are trying to achieve this unrealistic expectation of beauty.
And I don't think sadistic is what I was trying to say. I think, like, it's either, like the dramatized version or the more snake-like, sinister version.
Sinister is probably what you were
Yeah.
thinking. Well, some of these people don't realize... Well, there's rumors that the Kardashians are very much involved in witchcraft. That's been going around for years.
Yeah.
And I can see how that could be. I really can.
Mm-hmm. But
because they do put a spell on some of these people. They see their beauty, they see the wealth, all that stuff, and of course they want to look like that, thinking that it will achieve them. And we've been discussing this for a long time, how shallow people have become.
yeah.
You know, it's like, see below the one cell, depth of an individual.
Exactly. But there are cases where plastic surgery is absolutely necessary,
If
and that's the
somebody-
thing.
if somebody is deformed-
we can't demonize all plastic surgeries. We
I
can't.
don't think anybody's trying to demonize plastic surgeries.
Yeah, I
Because-
know that, but
Because there's
in
a lot
this
of
case,
people...
she's the one that gives plastic surgery like a bad name, along with the Kardashians.
I know
giving
there's
it
a lot of
an
people that do.
unrealistic expectation of beauty.
And it's like, if you saw somebody, I mean, honest to God, it's one thing to see a picture, but to see something like this out in public, and of course you're going to stare, because that's human nature. Your brain is trying to process it.
Yeah.
To sit there and go, what the fuck is that? You know? That looks like some kind of April Fool's something. And I'm sorry for the girl. I hope she gets some help, because she needs some help.
She does. She does need some help.
And even as far as that, some of these OnlyFans, or was that what it was that had people, yeah, whatever it was that she was doing, that they urged her, they cared enough about her to say, look, just get rid of it. You know, now if there was other people that were encouraging her to do more of this or replace this.
And that's, she seriously needs to take this as a serious warning and look at those people and be like, yeah, no, I can't listen to those people anymore.
She needs to find out who she is on the inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't listen to those people anymore. I can't do this to my body anymore.
It's tragic, but it is a what the fuck. What'd she expect? You know, and it's like cause and effect. Cause and effect.
Yep. I don't know what more that...
Yeah. When you see these people. So...
I don't know what more I personally can say about this other than, like...
That's when you sit there and go, what the hell is wrong with you?
The fuck?
Honestly, so somebody need to sit her down and have a heart-to-heart talk with her and sit there and go, honey, what is wrong with you that you wanting to do this to yourself? That you are doing this to yourself. Make yourself a better person. You know, make yourself, and you know, somebody that is good for the community, good for society at large. And it ain't, that is not determined by boob size.
It's like health comes over looks every time.
Well, and that's just like this thing about people's weight, and we've been talking about that. And you've got people that have never ever had a weight problem, and they want to judge people that have. And it's like, they don't understand. A lot of times people are heavy because of trauma.
Yeah.
And especially if you've got somebody that was abused as a kid, especially the ones that have never processed that, a lot of times they don't even remember that, then that can turn into an eating disorder.
Yeah.
Medications can cause weight gain and stuff, but it's like, people who have weight issues have become the modern day lepers. And I'm so over that shit. And especially when I have worked with kids that had weight issues for various and sundry reasons, especially medications.
But that's why we have the body positivity movement.
Right. And I think that, and you've got people that fight against that.
And those people need to shove it. They need to just shove it. Those are the same people that have been saying the same shit for the same year.
Right.
They need to shut their mouth for once.
But the anguish, especially if it's a teenager or something like that, the fact that you've had kids that have committed suicide because it's somebody, it's like we need to go back to, again, the quality of character. It's not the size of an ass, not the size of a boob, or anything else. We need to go back to having some compassion and some common sense.
And to an extent, looks don't matter, but what I see from this woman is that she's a very
confused,
lost.
Yeah, I think that you're exactly right, because if you look at that last picture and you look at her eyes, and that is a lost little girl somewhere behind those ginormous boobs. Well, boob now.
And shallow.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody has ever taken the time to have a truly in-depth conversation with her. To teach her how to think well, how to think deeply.
But then again, we don't know if she's shallow. We don't know her for a fact. She could just look shallow.
Honey.
Looks can be deceiving sometimes.
Honey, if she had depth of thought, she would have realized that very well could have happened. Yeah. That is not somebody who has the ability to make logical, rational decisions. Honestly. Final thoughts. on this totally, completely what the fuck file.
That's it.
God help. If you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, what the fuck files, let us know your comments. You can send us email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And there may be some guys out there that's going, damn, she looks hot. And it's like, guys, do a little soul searching there. Because this girl has hurt herself to look like that. Yeah.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily whatever
things.
Whatever
our
the
daily
fuck.
Things.
My brain glitched. Y'all get it.
Yes,
have a good weekend.
Know that you're loved, and we mean that. We don't care if you are fat. We don't care if you're thin. We don't care if you've got some kind of deformity. We don't care if you've got some kind of problem. If you're an addict or whatever, you're welcome on this channel, and we love you.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. And that's a real thing. That's not because we have dealt with people on so many different levels, and that was the main message, to know that they're loved, that they are worthy of love. They don't have to look a certain way. You try to help them learn how to function in society, to where other people are not going to stare at them in a odd way, to help build them up from the inside out, to help strengthen their heart, strengthen their mind, to where they don't have to focus on the outside.
So they don't have to end up looking like this.
Right. They don't have to deform themselves on the outside or on the inside.
Yep.
That's just what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Lord willing, we will see you on the next cup.
Bye.
Bye.